Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Bush Telegraph of the World. My name's Mick. I'm here with Jay.
Good evening.
In this episode, we'll be talking about the Boston Marathon Massacre bombing.
Yes, the bombings that occurred on the 15th of April in America, and it was during the Boston Marathon, which is actually one of the world's, well, I think it's the world's oldest marathon. Isn't that right, Mick?
Is it the world's oldest, Jay? Or is it America's oldest?
I think it's the world's oldest, 1897. That's pretty old. So, this year there was 28,000 participants in the marathon, over 200,000 spectators on the sidelines watching and cheering on, supporting, let alone all the people watching live on television. And 3 hours after the race finished, the winner crossed the line. There was 2 bombs that went off down the street, and another 3 found and disarmed. One of them was at the Lincoln Library, which they disarmed in actually under an hour. Think about it, and it actually caused the fire. So, but in the 2 bombs that went off on the street, there was 3 people who died. This is according to Reuters today.
18th
on
of
the
April.
18th of April. So according to Reuters, on the 18th of April today, 3 people have died from their injuries. 183 have been injured, and 23 of those injured are critical, including getting limbs and bits of them amputated as a result of their injuries from the bombing. Very sad.
So it's possible there'll be more deaths.
That's correct. Yes. Yes, potentially. I'm sure they're working very hard to keep them alive. But yeah, it's funny that the number of injured compared to the number of deaths as well. So there's a high number of injured and low number of deaths, and I think that was probably due to the design of the bomb. But there was also there was a police drill that was going on, Mick.
The police drill. Interesting that. I believe the BostonGlobe.com came out with a story a day before the marathon that actually advised marathon goers that there was going to be a bomb drill and there was going to be bomb sniffing dogs at the marathon.
Yep.
As I believe there's an article somewhere out there on the interweb, that has a gentleman that was actually a participant of the marathon, stating that he was advised there was bomb-sniffing dogs, and he saw him at the start and the finish line.
That's right. They were at both ends of the race.
So it's interesting they had bomb-sniffing dogs, but bombs still went off.
Yeah, they didn't find them. They didn't find them at all. And when the police commissioner of Boston, his name is Edward Davis, Boston police commissioner, he was asked, was there a drill going on and what were you guys doing? And he tacitly denied, but he plainly denied, but tacitly implied that there was, and I quote, no specific intelligence that anything was going to happen, unquote. And that was from Edward Davis, Boston Police Commissioner.
Are those quotes from the conference after the incident, Jay?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. Straight after the bombings, there was a police conference, a media conference, and Edward Davis, Boston Police Commissioner, and Governor Patrick, he also spoke. He's the governor of Boston.
There was an FBI secret
special agent, yeah, Men in Black, if you will.
They're always present.
They are
everywhere.
Yeah, it was funny that news conference got cut off pretty quickly. Actually, after there was a couple of questions that came out of left field they didn't expect.
One of Alex Jones's reporters.
Yeah, absolutely. He was there and he asked some good questions, and they didn't like that and ended the conference very, very quickly.
Yeah. So what do we got next, Jay?
Well, I think we had the bomb type.
I don't think we've spoken about the bomb type yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
Let's launch into that.
All right. So what do we know about the bomb at the moment, Mick?
I believe I've read that the bomb was inside a black backpack, and inside that black backpack was a pressure cooker with some shrapnel inside of the pressure cooker within encased by a bomb.
Yeah, well, they found at the scene black nylon, which come from the black bag, BBs, nails, wire, a small circuit board, and what looks like part of a pressure cooker that was found on a roof 35 metres away from the explosion. So, in a nutshell, it was a homemade device, but sophisticated in its simplicity, and it also was in the design of an anti-personnel device.
So it was basically an IED
It was an improvised explosive
device.
That's right. And it was designed to wound and maim. So, yeah, that's the design of it. So, anyway, very nasty. It did cause a lot of fear and a lot of people injured. And this is actually what you call part of, perhaps, if this could be what you call part of a problem reaction solution, Mick. What do you think?
Well, I'd like to say it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but it really doesn't apply in this instance, does it? So I do agree with you, Jay, on that one. And would you like to explain what that is to our listeners?
Sure. In a nutshell, a problem reaction solution is a way of the government or the powers that be to cause a problem, and then there is a calculated response or reaction by the public or the people who are affected, and then there is a solution which they've already planned for, and then they implement, which is their solution. So problem, reaction, solution. And what is the solution in this case, Mick?
The solution?
More TSA checkpoints
I believe
and stuff?
checkpoints, yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Well, we'll put up a quick photo that I found today on the CIA book. Is it CIA book?
Facebook.
CIA book, yeah.
Yeah, CIA book is Facebook, yeah.
Remember I showed you this photo, the Nazi comparison of what Boston today and
Your papers, please.
Nazi Germany. So yeah, definitely, martial law increased security and decreased privacy.
That's right.
I think that would be.
And Obama's come out now
So.
and said that well, they haven't gotten any suspects officially, but they want to question a few people. The bombs went off on Patriot Day, of all days. So think about all the mistrust of the government. It's been end of last year, this year, over the last few years for the US, obviously being a bully overseas, starting wars and oppressing nations. There's been a bit of, quite a few citizens that are waking up going, hang on a sec, you guys aren't doing the right thing, and you're causing more problems than you're fixing, and bring our troops home and stuff like that. So there's a lot of patriots out there and a lot of ex-military members who are speaking up about what's going on. And it just happened to fall on Patriot Day. Very interesting. Maybe that's a bit of a warning, Mick. What do you think?
No, I don't think it's a warning.
Oh, I think that's a pretty clear message to all the patriots out there. Hey, watch out, beware, we're coming for your guns.
Yeah, but patriots are strong people, They're aware of the threat already, so I don't think, no matter what happens, it's not going to scare them off, the patriots. You know what I mean? They're ready for all these things.
Well, they are.
Yeah, but
they definitely are.
In the second part, we'll discuss the importance of the month of April with, as you said before, the spilling of the blood and satanic rituals by powers that be, Illuminati, whoever. But should we end on that one, Jay?
I think we should just end by, just saying that the FBI has taken over the investigation, but they're really struggling to get their story straight. And there's a lot of disinformation on the internet and in the mainstream media, and the truth will come out. We just have to keep on asking questions and seeing where the money trail goes and see what happens from here.
Yes.
And we'll be
Indeed.
back to you very shortly on the Bush Telegraph of the World.